I'm freshly single, just got out of a fucking relationship, and I'm shitty. Like, honestly, I'm really mad because I do not want to start over. I don't like being single at this big ass age. In my opinion, it's just like, girl, what are you doing? But at the same time, I also don't tolerate disrespect, and I'm not going for anything. So I choose me every time if I need to. But yeah.
See, see, see. And I was with her. I was with her in the beginning. I was 1,000% with her in the beginning, bro. But then when she broke off into I'ma choose me every time, now it's looking like, okay, you might be a selfish individual. Cause I was sitting here wondering, like, all right, she seemed innocent, and she's saying the right thing. Cause don't know nobody who, man or woman, who wants to be alone, past a certain age. But for her to caveat into that, it's like, that was that, that was that trigger right there. That was that trigger. Like, she possibly could be stepping on stuff if you like, for real, for real.
People were like, last night I went out with my coworkers. They were like, this is the perfect time to be single, hot girl summer. Bitch, I'm 30. Ain't no fucking hot girl summer. I don't do that shit.
Hey, now look, let me take back what I just said. She might be solid. Look, I prejudge you, miss. Whatever your name is, look, I prejudge you. I definitely prejudge you. Like, I'm rocking with this, bro. Cause she didn't feed into that whole hot girl, some all that kind of stuff. She letting you know, like, hey, bro, I ain't with all that. And she keeping it classy. Hey, look, hey, what's her name? Kai, you hard, you
I used
cold.
to do that when I was like, what, 23, 24, 25? No. A bitch is trying to find her man, her husband, her family. That's what I'm trying to do, okay? But until
Hey,
then, I am traveling the world, okay? I'm about to go on vacation next week. Then after that, I'm going to sit down for a little bit. Then the next vacation. And then, yeah, probably go get me a new car. I don't know. But I'm just taking care of me until my husband comes along.
and she 100% right for doing so. I'm rocking with this. If this is the new age, if this is what everything's finna transition to, outside of the hot girl summers and all this, I'm with this. I applaud this lady 1,000%. Cause she ain't sitting there saying, "Oh, she finna hop to the next guy." Um, Alpha, so on, alpha N word, all this kind of stuff, bro. She's saying, "I'm finna take care of self. I'm finna make sure I'm good." And then I'm assuming then after that, she gonna throw herself back into the relationship market. Kudos to you, young lady. I hope you find somebody. I really do. Hope you do. After you do some soul searching, healing, and all that kind of stuff within, like. And that was on me for prejudging you earlier. But hey, this live reaction, y'all. So y'all getting it cut dry. Let's go to the next one.
Listen, you don't want to end up like me. I'm 44 years old and starting over. I thought I was in a relationship that was going to last for my whole entire life. I thought we were going to grow old together. I never put any money aside for savings. I even put money into our house. Well, it's his house. Thinking that I wasn't going anywhere. I should have put that into a savings account for my own safety. So now I have to go and I don't have a TV. I'm taking my couch, sorry. I like there's so many stuff that I threw away that I don't have now, and I gotta start over. So
Hey, first and foremost, kudos to this lady. I don't know what's in the water, but I'm liking it. You don't hear them bashing the guy or anything like that. Uh, Even the previous girl, like they're basically giving advice to these younger girls and letting them know, hey, don't end up like me. Don't do stuff this way. Do it this way. Now, as far as her putting money to the side and all that kind of stuff, that's kind of subjective depending on who you are as an individual. But ain't nothing wrong with it. Y'all just need to come up with it together as a couple and be like, hey, this is how we're gonna play this. Play this. If you got a guy who's like, okay, I'm gonna be a breadwinner, you stack your money up. All right, then let that be. And then obviously nobody goes into a relationship thinking, okay, this is gonna be the end. Like she said, she's 44 years old, so I know for a fact she ain't lying. Like she thought that was it for her. And obviously it doesn't seem like there was no infidelity. Look, let's get right. I ain't even gonna cut that out because y'all need to know it's real. There wasn't any infidelity or things like that. So I mean, I think she's doing right, man. She educating on y'all on, okay, hey, don't do like I did, do better. I'm with this. That's what you're supposed to do. Educate the youth and get rid of this whole baddie culture and all. Let me hop to the next person stuff, all this kind of stuff. Educate them so they can do better.
Don't be foolish. If you're a young woman, even like go to the grocery store, take an extra $20 out, like cash back, throw it in a savings account.
Hey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this from both sides. Honestly, like young men, if you're in a relationship with somebody, young men and women, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you still, not to say stack for a rainy day, because obviously the goal is never to leave, you know, to break up and things like that. But have you some money stacked up for just any kind of rainy situation in general, like whether y'all together and I ain't got it, so you got your money stacked up, you ain't got it, I got my money stacked up. Like, you just need to be saving the money in general, because you never know what can happen. I'm not mad at this advice, man. Honestly, kudos to this lady and the lady's previous. Good advice.
I just came here to remind you that there are no rules to life. Last year, I was living in South Florida,
Whoa,
in Broward County.
chill.
In March, I came to DC to visit. In April, I was moved in. I didn't have any job offers or anything like that prior to the move. After I came here,
Hold up. Before she say what she finna say, young men and women watching this, never do this. Never, ever, ever in your life. Now, I know people say sometimes you need to just pick up and go, especially if you're coming from a small town and you need to get away from that town. But never move prematurely. Never just get up and go. Unless okay, I got some money stacked up to where I can live off of it for a few months. Like, go with a plan. Go in there and be like, okay, let me stack this up. I always have money saved up anyway. But go in there, have some money stacked up. That way, I would say stack up at least a year's worth, 6 months to a year's worth. So, moving into the area, okay, I'm going to be good. I can actually check the area out until I can start working again. But never do this. Never, ever, ever do this. Like, bad idea. Never.
I started sending out applications. Blah, blah, blah. Within 3 weeks, I had multiple offers. I packed up my apartment
Okay.
in 1 week and I relocated. And it's almost been a year now. And I'm in my 30s. This is my first big move in my 30s. I've lived in other states and stuff like that in my 20s. But, whatever. Anyway, I'm just here to say, make the move, okay? You don't have to know everybody in your city. You don't have to know anything. Like, I remember I used to live in LA. I moved to LA, never even been to LA. I went to LA just to get my apartment with already deciding I was going to live there. So there are no rules to life. Do things your way, okay? And if it doesn't work out, you can always move back. So what?
Yeah, nah. Like, wrong advice. Like, it was going good the first two, and then boom. Nah, wrong advice. Don't do stuff prematurely. Always have a plan. And obviously, I'm assuming she's starting new by herself, which is, you know, that's a personal problem. It's like, okay, why is she by herself? If y'all want to dive into that, go to her channel. Link will be below. But never do this. Never make moves like that prematurely, because you always want to be able to, it's two things. You always want to be somewhere where you're generating money, and you always want to be somewhere where you can lay your head. Now, it ain't got to be nothing expensive and all that kind of stuff. You ain't got to be in no high rise and nothing like that. But just go with the plan. Like, never, ever, ever, ever go prematurely like this. Ever. Look, thank y'all, man. Look, like, comment, subscribe, man. Hit the link down below. Help the channel grow. The cash app is down below. OldManD, but hit the link just to be on the safe side. Thank y'all, man. Look, my back hurt. The doctor said I need to get some steps in and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next video.